Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and today, during this hour, we will be practicing idioms about the heart. And then after that, we will be doing a discussion, if we have time, about feelings and practicing words related to feelings. Hello, Alejandro. How are you today? No, how are you today? I've seen you. I've talked to you
Hello.
what four times, four times today.
Yeah, I'm fine. I think.
So what did you do during the break? Because I noticed there wasn't a class last hour. So
Uh, and, mm, I try to. I visit different websites and
huh?
I talk with my family.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and I watched a little TV. So and I also visited some websites as well. So
uh, Here I don't have a TV.
oh
I
yeah.
only have a computer.
Well, actually, I don't either. I was watching Netflix, but it's the same as TV. So,
Uh,
do you have Netflix in Argentina?
uh, no,
Okay.
Fox News or
No, Netflix is it's basically a place where you can go and you can stream TV shows and movies
yes,
for
yes, yes, I know, yes.
yeah. So I was watching a TV show off of Netflix. So I was like I was watching TV, but I was really streaming. So
Yes, I know, but I never use it.
you never used it. Okay. All right. Hello, Odie. How are you?
I'm doing well, teacher. Thank you.
Excellent. You know, I've always liked your picture.
Me too.
I think it's great. Um, Now remind me, you are from you are from Cambodia, right?
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Oh, I got okay. At least I got the right region. You know, at least I didn't think you were from.
Uh,
I think the last time it
Southeast
was
Asia.
Brazil. At least I knew you were from Asia. So,
Yes.
because I think I've thought you were from Brazil or Colombia before. So, yeah. So, how are you today?
I'm doing today. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing well.
Good, good. Now, what time is it in Indonesia right now?
It's 11 a.m.
11 a.m. Okay, so you've had a good morning then.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You have a good
Awesome.
night.
Yeah, it is. Here it's 10 p.m. So you guys are about 13 hours ahead of Idaho. And
Yes.
Alejandro, what time is it in Argentina?
Now is 1 o'clock
Okay, so
past
it's 1
midnight.
a.m. Okay.
1 a.m. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. And you now, do you have to get up early in the morning, or do you get up later?
No, I get up later.
Okay.
And tomorrow is holiday here.
Oh,
And
really? Okay.
yeah, yeah, for Easter.
Oh, that's right. The rest of the world takes off on Good Friday.
Yeah.
That's what tomorrow in English what we call it is Good Friday. But it's funny because it is a holiday that is celebrated widely celebrated here in the U.S., but it is not a national holiday. So nobody gets off of work or school unless like if you're at some schools will take off, but it isn't because of it being a public or a national holiday. So
Okay. And now is holiday too. 2 days, Tuesday
really,
and Friday. Yeah,
Tuesday or
Tuesday and Friday is
what was
holiday here.
really Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wow.
Yeah, 4 days.
In in Finland, it was Friday and Monday. So so they would take Good Friday and then they called it Easter Monday off. So in Indonesia, it's even a national holiday for Easter.
Eh, for Good Friday. It's
Yeah?
national holiday, and
Really?
yeah, for Easter it's only it's on Sunday, right? So
Yes. Uh-huh.
and we are in Jakarta. We don't work on Sunday on Saturday, so it is 3 days.
Wow. See, why, why does the rest of the world take this holiday off, but my country does not?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny, in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
But I guess it's something I have to accept. so so, but I can take whatever days I want because I'm a freelancer, so I can choose my hours, which is really nice. But I forgot that it was Good Friday, so I worked. So so if you guys come to class tomorrow, I will be around. So for a few classes, but that actually helps me understand why there's been some teachers that normally teach that are not right now because it's Easter week.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about these idioms. So, first of all, do you find idioms easy to learn or difficult to learn?
For me, it's difficult
Yeah.
because
Go ahead.
the um uh, when you use the word with other meaning or definitions. For example, here in this case, uh, you can use another word with other meaning,
Mhm.
complete
Yeah.
different meaning.
Exactly. That you have these words that you know the words, but together they mean something completely different. And you're like, what? So,
Yeah.
Odie, what do you think about idioms?
Yeah, I agree that idiom is not easy. It is not too difficult because this is needs the experience. We heard and we know the meanings. After that, I think we can easily remember about the idiom. But it's very tricky. Yes.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, and I think it's in a lot of ways that I don't always encourage rote memorization, but I think with idioms, it's the only way you can really learn it is by memorizing it. But one of the things that I have noticed through my many years of teaching English, and I actually wrote about it when I was in graduate school, is that if a person learns an idiom and they memorize it and then they try to use it, most of the time it doesn't sound right. It sounds very strange because it wasn't natural. And idioms have to actually come out of your mouth naturally. And so I actually don't teach idioms for people um, to practice using. I teach idioms so that you can understand when you're listening to people speak. Because if you start many times with phrasal verbs as well, but for idioms especially, if you don't use it naturally, it just doesn't sound natural. And so that's one thing I would encourage you. Don't try to use it; just let it come. So, and that's as you read and as you become more fluent, it will just start happening. So, all right. So let's. Does that make sense?
Yes, the slangs is similar
Yeah, slang
to
is
idioms
similar.
or
hmm
similar. Okay.
Yeah, it's very similar. There's some slang I don't know. A slang is very regional. The British have a lot of slang that Americans have never heard, and vice versa. There's a lot of slang that even British have not heard because it may not have been. It's not on Hollywood, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
slang is quite regional, and even some terms can only I can teach you guys some terms that only my friends would understand, you know. But that doesn't I usually don't because that doesn't really make help you all when you're speaking to regular people. So, all right. So let's look at these. Let's match the words to the idiom. What do you think the idioms mean? So we have gold, buy, sank, content, and change. So Alejandro, could you try the first one, number one?
Yes. Bob heard. Uh,
Bob's heart?
uh, Sun is similar to sad.
No. Yeah, but for your heart to sink, you're sad, but that's not what sank means. But yeah,
Uh,
that is
I
correct.
think it's Sun. Yes. Uh, when he heard that he had failed the entrance examination.
Yes, Bob's heart sank when he heard that he failed the entrance examination. So when your heart sinks, it means you're very sad and very, I would say, more disappointed. If you're disappointed, your heart sinks. Um,
Okay.
uh, uh, so, um, and do you guys know what to sink means?
Mm,
Yes, wrong.
Okay, Alejandro, do you know?
no.
Oh no. Okay. Odie, can you explain to him what to sink means?
To to sing mean is to be drowning under the water or to be go inside down the water.
Hmm. Yeah. Basically, anything that goes underwater sinks. So, like this, as it is
Okay.
going down, it sinks. So, you have to teach children to float, otherwise they sink. So, all right. Very, very good explanation, Odie. Odie, can you do number two?
Okay. Robert is a professional actor. He has already learned his lines by heart.
By heart, yeah. So, and you skipped a couple words when you read that, but you skipped. They
Really?
were, they were
Oh,
words that you don't really need. And so you said Robert is a professional actor, so you missed such. So
oh,
Robert is such a professional actor. He has learned his lines by heart. So what does to learn something by heart mean?
mm, I think I I guess it's learning with patient,
Learning, excuse me?
patient by
No.
heart.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
For me, it's just when you learning something by memory
Yeah.
or from no, from memory,
Yeah, from memory. So it's memorization. So if
memorization. Yes.
yeah, so if you memorize something, you have learned it by heart. So so a question for you: in your when you guys were in school, did you have to learn anything by heart, Odie?
Yes, a lot of time.
Do you remember? Is there something you learned by heart that you don't know why you learned it?
Uh, yes, it's most of the time it's about the languages we
Uh
have to
huh.
learn by heart
Uh huh.
because we need to increase vocabulary. So uh, teacher will give us some vocabularies, new vocabularies to remember.
Uh huh. Okay. All right. And Alejandro, how about you? Did you learn things by heart in school that maybe you
Yeah.
still remember it, but you don't know why?
Yes. Multiplication tables. Uh,
Huh.
um. Formulas. No. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
algebraic formulas.
Formulas, yes.
Yeah.
Mathematics in general, I think.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. I learned this in school, and when I was in graduate school, I studied in the Department of Linguistics at the university. And I asked my linguistics professors if they knew why my teachers made me learn this. And they listened to me and they were dumbfounded. They were shocked. They were like, why? What I learned, I was like 2 or 3 years in a row, and I think this is why I remember it. Um, Am is, are was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, may, might, can, could, shall, should, and must. Do you guys know what those are?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that um is that past participle yang kita?
Some of them are. Some of them are modals. Some of
Yeah,
them
more.
are Some are helping verbs. Some are modals. The thing about the my linguistics professors didn't understand is why I learned them all together. You know, because you can separate them into different. You know, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. They're helping verbs. Have, has, had, do, does, did. Um, and then there's may, might, can, could, shall, should, and must. And those, you know, basically in or three different sections. And they were like, "Why did you learn it together?" And I was like, "I don't know." so so anyway, but I learned it well because I'm 45, and last time I had to write this down, I was probably 13. So number 3, Alejandro, you read
uh,
this one.
yes, Julia has heard of um golf.
Mm-hmm.
She offered to look after my cat while I was in the hospital.
Okay. So what does a heart of gold mean?
When you are a very good person,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That is definitely what it means. Okay, so Alejandro, could you say heart for me?
heart,
Okay, because that's how you say it. Because you've been saying heart or something. You've been saying a different pronunciation, but it's
huh?
heart,
Heart,
heart, heart. Yeah,
heart.
yeah, heart. Okay, excellent. All right, Odie, can you do number 4?
Tom was planning to quit his job, but he had a change of heart.
Yes, a change of heart. So when you have a change of heart, what does that mean?
Mm, change change your mind.
It's when you change your mind. And many times with a change of heart, it's not just your mind, but it's your attitude. So he maybe was wanting to change his job or quit his job because he didn't like it. And then he had a change of heart and realized that he liked his job. So he decided not to quit. But usually a change of heart is a heart or an attitude change as well. Okay. Number 5, Alejandro.
I love that new Chinese restaurant. It is but buffet, uh, so you can eat to your heart content.
Content. Heart's
Content.
content.
Heart content.
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 Yeah. All right. Okay. And one thing, this word right here, in American English, we pronounce it buffet. In British English, they pronounce it exactly like you did, buffet. So they say the T, and we I guess in American English we follow the French and we don't say the T's at the end. So what does to your heart's content mean?
When you eat a lot,
And it isn't just eating. say for example, uh, he loves video games, and his mom let him spend the whole weekend playing as many video games at you know let's see he played as many video games he played he played video games to his heart's content. So it's anything that you want. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's
When you are happy uh,
mhm. when you're able to
or excited.
mhm. When you're able to do something as much as you want. And so
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
I understand.
yeah. All right. So let's match the meaning to the idiom. And it says write the number. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to write the whole idiom. So number 1, Odie, what does as much as you want mean? Odie, is he having internet problems? Hello? Okay, I'm not. I don't think. Can you hear me? Alejandro?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Because okay. So yeah, he might either be having internet problems or he is not at his computer. So what do you think it means, Alejandro?
The number one,
Yeah, as much as you want.
as much as you want. Here's content too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. To your heart's content.
course content.
Content. Okay.
Content.
Now there's two words. There's um, uh, there's content, and that's basically it means happy. Okay. And then there's content, and that's basically the ingredients or ingredients of something. For example, the content or a content of the recipe, the content of the soup, the content of the book. So something that basically inside. Where content, this is content, and the pronunciation is like this. Content. And where the next one is content, and that's content. So there's content and content. And basically, the stress on this first one, you're stressing actually, excuse me, just stressing this one. Where on this one, the stress is here, content and the content. So the top one is the one that this is about, to your heart's content.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Odie, can you speak yet?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
I can because I had a phone call. All right. Memorize. What's the meaning to the idea?
Memorize. What would that be?
Heart.
By heart.
Oh,
Yeah. So by heart. So to memorize something by heart. To learn something by heart. All right. So were you having internet problems, or did you have somebody interrupt you?
I have a lot of someone
People?
interrupt me. People
Yeah. Okay. That's
by
not a
phone.
problem. It happens. It happens to us all. So,
Yes.
all right. Number 3, Alejandro.
Not do something you were planning. Uh, Change of heart. Heart.
Yes. Heart. A
Heart.
change of heart. Okay. All right. And Odie, the next one.
Feel worried or very sad. Sang. Uh, heart sang,
No, yeah, heart sink.
heart sing. Okay.
Heart sink, or heart sank, or heart sunk. So it depends on the sentence. And then another one you could say is for this one is heart sick. It's slightly different, but if you're heart sick, maybe your girlfriend just broke up with you, or you had a divorce, and you didn't want that, so you might be heart sick about that. But when you're first hear about it, your heart sinks. Then you become heart sick. So, all right, to be a very nice person, Alejandro, what is this one?
Uh, heart of gold.
Yeah, to have a heart of gold.
Heart of gold.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go. What we're going to do is we're going to practice using the idiom from this list, and then we're going to do answer these questions and do a discussion. And then I have another list of discussion questions we will go over. So, Odie, can you read the first one?
John knows the order of all the U.S. presidents. Fill the space using an idiom. John knows the order of all the U.S. presidents by heart.
Yeah, by heart. I don't know why anybody would need to know that, but um, so what do you know by heart? Oh wait,
I think it's
that's going to be this question down here. We'll practice it. We'll finish this and then we'll
okay.
practice.
Yes.
I just realized. Wait a minute, I'm asking the same question. Number two, Alejandro, can you do that?
Yes, Charlie loves singing. He should join a chorus group. He'll be able to sing. Mm, I think it's by heart too.
No, no,
No?
because remember he loves singing.
Uh, Heart's content. Heart's
Yes,
content.
yeah. So it would be to his heart's content. To his heart's content.
Heart's content.
Yeah. All right, number three, Odie.
See. Okay. My heart sang when my boss chose me to give the presentation in French.
Yeah. My heart would sink too.
Yes.
Now, if he asked me in English, no problem, but French, I can't speak French, even though I studied it for 3 years. So, okay, number four, Alejandro.
Tim can have stolen your watch. He has heart's sink.
No, we've already done that heart sink right here.
No? Heart of gold.
Yeah, so he has a heart of gold, yes. Heart of gold. Okay.
He will never steal anything.
He would never steal anything. All right, excellent. Odie, next one, number five.
Andy was going to move house, but um he has change of heart.
And a change of heart. Yes,
Change.
of heart. And that actually is the same as me. I was going to move last week, and now I've had a change of heart. But so I'm going to stay where I'm at. All right. So first one, what do you know by heart? So, Odie, what do you know by heart?
Um, by memory.
Mm-hmm. By heart would
Oh, I
be
mean, uh,
like
okay.
I said all those
Spanish.
words.
Some Spanish. I started learn Spanish
Uh huh.
uh 3 months ago, so I need to learn by heart.
Okay. So do you know Spanish by heart?
Yes, some of them. A little.
Spanish words.
Yes, Spanish words.
Okay. All right. And Alejandro, what do you know by heart?
Um, Dates, for example, uh, uh, Italian words. Uh,
Italian words.
yes,
Okay.
um, formulas.
You learned in school.
Yes, I need for my job sometimes.
Okay.
Um, uh, I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
All right. So a lot of things. Um, yeah, it's funny. I'm really weird as far as dates. I can I don't remember a person's name, but I will remember the month and the year I met them. Oh, that person I met in October 2002, but I won't remember their name. So, so it's kind of weird. All right.
No, in my case, I try to remember that because I like history.
Oh, okay. So you like history?
Yes.
Um, no, like in the U.S., we take U.S. history, and it's only 200 years. Um, Odie, how long is the history in Indonesia?
Mm, I don't know. I forgot.
But it's long. It's so many countries have such a longer history than we do. Um,
Yeah.
how about in Argentina? Do you have a long history as well, or a shorter history?
I think it's short history. It depends. Mm, uh, uh, 500 years, I think.
Okay, okay, so longer than the U.S., but yeah,
Not um, the colonization of America. I,
yeah. So it's the same, basically the same history and so forth. In many respects.
yes.
I mean, as far as when people left there and so forth. Hi, Ken. How are you? Hello, Ken. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Very good. Very good. So, a question for you. Um, you just missed some vocabulary, some idioms practice, but we're practicing them a little bit more now through the discussion.
Hmm.
Ken, what
Hmm.
do you know by heart?
By heart, I know some lyrics by heart.
Okay, some some lyrics.
Lyrics.
Yeah. Okay. Because the first one you didn't do, you kind of sounded more Japanese. You said lyrics, but lyrics, lyrics.
Lyrics.
Yeah. Some lyrics by heart, like the Beatles, or
Mm. Beatles or some other classic rock
uh huh,
lyrics.
uh
Mm.
huh. Awesome. What do you think of the Beach Boys?
Yeah, I know very well. I love it. I love them.
Do you like them as well? I was thinking, I bet he likes the Beach Boys too. So,
Hmm. Yes.
all right.
Hmm.
All right. Well, the next question. Can you think of a time when your heart sank? Why were you disappointed? So, Odie, can you think of a time when your heart sank? Why were you disappointed?
When someone when someone against behind me because I don't know if they don't agree with me. That's why I disappointed.
So say that again when somebody.
against me, but not in front of me. It's behind me.
Oh, okay. So how we would say that is when someone talks about me behind my back. Is that what you
Uh,
mean? Is that what you
yeah,
mean? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
So
not only talking about me, but they against
they're
my
you're
against
uh-huh.
my.
There's a word for that. Let me go over that word. The word is to malign. Um, let's see, we can find a place for that. Um, to malign. What that means is people will basically they're against you, and so they do everything they can to stop you from succeeding. So they will malign you to the to your superiors, or they will malign you to your colleagues because they have decided they do not like you. Um, yeah, that happened to me one time a few years ago, and my heart sank when I realized it. I was like, really? What have I done?
Yes.
So, and I don't know who did it either. So, still don't know what
Yes.
was.
I also have the experience when I want
Uh
to
huh.
presenting my design
Uh
at the
huh.
college, but but suddenly everything that I want to present is broken. I don't
Uh
know who
huh.
did it. The
Oh
camera
wow.
also cannot the camera on the university cannot tell. See.
Wow. Wow. That's not fun. All right. Um. So, Alejandro, can you think of a time when your heart sank? Why were you disappointed?
Um, for example, when I doing something bad in my job,
Uh huh.
um, for example, I committed a mistake,
Okay. So you made a mistake.
made a mistake. Yes.
Mhm. Okay.
Um,
And then when you realized it, your heart sank.
mm, yes, it depends the mistake
Mhm. Mhm.
or the situation.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes when you make a mistake and you realize it, it's like your heart sinks and you're like, oh
Yes,
no.
yes, yes. In my job, is frequently make mistakes.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. And Ken, how about you? Can you think of a time when your heart sank? Why were you disappointed?
Yeah, I I plan to buy I needed to buy a micro SD, and I found it in the electric appliance shop. But to compare the price, I left the room. Not the price. Come to how can I say to check the whether it is applied to my mobile phone or not. I left the uh, I left the shop, and the
Uh huh.
next day I came back to the shop because it was this one, but it was sold out at that time.
Mhm. Okay. All right. And so your heart sank when you realized it.
Yeah, I
So.
thought I should have bought that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's go to the next one. Are you a decisive person, or do you often have a change of heart about things? So, Odie, what about you? Are you a decisive person, or do you often have a change of heart?
I think I often have a change of heart, especially uh, about my design, my own design. Sometimes I
Uh-huh.
change the previous design to another designs only one day after I look at it again.
Huh? Uh-huh. Okay. And then you're like, oh, and then you change your mind and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
it's really
And um, Alejandro, how about you? Are you a decisive person, or do you often have a change of heart about things?
No, I often have a change about things. I am a very insecure person.
Okay, so you go ahead. So you go back and forth. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Okay, I'm
Yes,
going to. Oh, I'm going to do it. And then 24 hours later, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I?
yes, yes.
That's me about my housing. So I've been going back and forth for about a year and a half. So where I'm living. So Ken, how about you? Are you a decisive person, or do you often have a change of heart about things?
I often change my heart
Uh-huh.
about things, and I
Yeah.
always searching for
Yeah. So,
kind of like perfection or
uh-huh.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. We wouldn't say we usually don't say we change my. You don't say change my heart. You say have a
Ah,
change of heart. So
have a change of heart. Yeah.
yeah, I often have a change of heart. Um, is it about specific things that you have a change of heart about, or um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for the important things. Yeah,
uh,
or tiny things, or even yeah.
okay, yeah, even tiny things. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's about the big things. I always have a change of heart about the big things, but about the small things, um, I'm very decisive and so forth. I don't have any problems. Like for example, when I before I moved to the States, I sold my home, and right right before I came back to the States, I started to wonder if I should, and maybe I should take the money from my house and rent an apartment and stay right there. So I almost stayed in Finland, very very close, but then I realized that I wanted to go back to the States. So, Odie, do you like to go to buffets where you can eat to your heart's content?
Yes, yes, especially in Japanese fast food, Japanese restaurant. I mean, uh, we paid for the same price, right?
Uh huh.
So I took as much as I want.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. And how about you, Alejandro? Do you like to eat to your heart's content at buffets?
Yes, I like the Chinese restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to quite often.
Mm-hmm. So you don't go. So you go quite often, or you don't go very often?
I don't go very often.
Okay.
I frequently um, uh, use the takeaway.
Okay. Okay. All right. And how about you, Ken? Do you like the buffets where you can eat to your heart's content?
Sometimes, but not always.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
In American university's cafeteria was buffet style, so
Mm-hmm.
I was eating buffet every 3 meals. So I
Oh, wow.
thought well, that was too much. So but kind of going to buffet is a kind of special thing.
Uh huh.
So
Yeah.
not always.
Yeah. We have a tendency to go to the buffets probably more than we normally would. But and the main reason is well for me it's because I can get as many potatoes as I want and I love potatoes. But for
Mm,
with my family, since we've got the three
mm,
children that are
mm,
so young, they absolutely love this one buffet.
mm,
Because they get to choose their food, and they
mm,
get to and they're almost to the point that they can carry their plates and and so forth, and so we go there. Probably go there more since the kids have gotten older than we ever really did. So, um, all right. Tell the group about someone who you think has a heart of gold. So Odie, could you tell us about someone you think has a heart of gold?
My mother has a heart of gold because she's very patient, even though I'm a very naughty little boy until now.
Okay. She's very patient. Now, do you
She's,
are you still living with her, or do you live away from her now?
I living with her, but uh, she always go out of the town, so it's not meeting so much, even though we live together.
Uh-huh. So she travels a lot. Does she travel for
Yeah,
work or
she's travel.
work? Does
No,
she travel for
she
work or pleasure?
no for plus she is 65 years old, so I
Ah,
don't know.
so she's enjoying
It's a
her.
nanny. No, I mean she's a old lady that who love travel,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So she's enjoying her retirement. She worked hard and now she's enjoying it. So
Yes.
that's great. That's awesome. So, Alejandro, how about you? Can you tell us someone that you believe has a heart of gold?
Mm, um, maybe will be the mm, Mother Teresa. I don't know in English what they say.
Yeah, Mother Teresa
Yeah, yeah,
definitely has a heart of gold. Yeah.
yeah.
So why do you think she has a heart of gold?
Mm, because she helped the poor and people in general, I think.
Okay. Question for you. Okay, since you liked Mother Teresa, do you remember when she died, or were you
Um,
too young?
yes, I was too young, and I think in 1990 or in the 90s. I
Yeah, it
don't
was.
remember exactly.
Yeah, it was in 1996. 1996 or 1997. No, it was in 1990. Excuse me. It was September. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. It was in September 1997, and she died. I was in graduate school at the time, and she died the same week that Princess died. Prince William and Prince uh,
Diana?
yeah, Diana. She died the
Ah,
same
yes,
week.
yes, I remember. Yes,
Yeah, and so it was kind of sad in some respects because people didn't really pay attention that Mother Teresa died because Princess Diana died, you know. And
yeah,
but in a lot of ways, I think it was a way that she would want, that people didn't really, because she was so humble that she was probably fine with somebody else getting the news, you know.
mm, yeah.
But I always felt bad about that people were more concerned about Princess Diana dying than Mother Teresa. So, um, Ken, can you tell us about someone who you think has a heart of gold?
Yes, some people I've met have heart of gold.
Hmm.
Yeah, and sorry, my brother. But yeah, anyway, yeah, and yeah, I love yeah, I like that kind of thing, and I know the song Heart of Gold. Yeah, I'm searching for them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And all right. Thank you. All right. Um, let's go on. When I knew that this lesson was only one page, I realized it would not take the whole time. It took longer than I thought, though, which is nice. You guys had a lot of things to say, so I thought, racked my brain. Okay, what is a conversation that we can talk about that is kind of similar to heart? And I thought, oh, feelings. So it's kind of a little related, but not completely. But I thought, well, let's see if we can talk about these. See if we can come up with these questions. So. Why don't we have you guys choose? How about each one of you choose a question and then everybody will answer it. So, Ken, why don't you start? Can you choose a question for everybody to answer?
Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay. That question. Okay.
No. I'm joking. I'm like.
Mm, do bad-mannered people upset you?
Okay, where's that at?
Second.
Oh, okay.
Second question.
Next one. Okay. So maybe Odie first.
Yes, always, because I always trying to be nice to everybody, as I know.
So so bad-mannered people upset you.
Mhm. Honest.
Okay. And how about you, Alejandro? Do bad-mannered people upset you?
Uh, I tried first to talk with the people
Mm-hmm.
or the person
Uh-huh.
who had problems with me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, sometimes
Yeah. Okay.
I have problems.
And Ken, how about you? Do bad-mannered people upset you?
Yes, usually, and especially when they are harmful for the atmosphere or a kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you guys hear about the Facebook post that a mother put on Facebook about her daughters?
Yeah.
Anybody here? Her teenage daughters had gone to a movie and they were very, very bad mannered. And the mother heard about it, and she heard that she had upset a lady and her daughter. Her daughters had upset this lady and her daughter who were going going out to a movie, and she put a Facebook apology looking for this lady so that her daughters could apologize and buy and pay for another movie. And it went all over the internet. Did anybody see that one?
No, I haven't seen that.
No.
Haven't seen it. Yeah, it was amazing because the lady actually her husband had just lost a job, so they were going to a movie for one last time, and they were going to be very careful after that, not go to movies and things like that. And the teenagers made them have a very, very bad evening. And when their mother heard about it, she just decided, okay, my teenager girls are going to buy them another movie, and they did connect and they found each other. So it was like, wow. Hopefully those girls will not be bad mannered again in a movie theater. So, um, all right, Alejandro, could you choose a question?
Yes. Uh, does it make you angry when motorist drivers too closely behind you?
If you've been in any of my classes about this topic, yes, absolutely. Um, I will stop conversations with the people in the car and start talking to the person behind me. What are you doing? Why are you driving behind me? So yes, it does make me angry. So how about you, Ken?
Yes, it makes me angry, and because it's dangerous, so
Mhm.
I really hate them. But I for to keep driving, I try to be calm
Mhm.
because safe drive is a top. It's my top priority.
Mhm. Okay. And how about you, Odie? Does it make you angry when motorists drive too closely behind you?
Yes, of course. But sometimes I pull over and just uh
Let them drive by?
yeah, just let them drive by.
Okay. Yeah. My sister does that, and what I do is I hit my brake. I slow down. I go slower. So I'm
Yeah.
terrible. So, and Alejandro, how about you? How do you feel?
I don't have a car, but here in the city, most of the accidents are with the motorists,
Uh-huh.
with motorbikes.
Oh, motorbikes. Okay.
Uh,
The in this word actually, a motorist means a driver,
ah,
a person who drives a car.
okay, okay. Uh, yes, maybe.
Yeah, so this is talking about when two cars are driving too close together. And usually the car in the back is trying to get the person in front to go faster. So so anyway, right, Odie, can you choose a question real quick?
Okay. Uh, does it upset or annoy you when a beggar asks you for money? What is beggar mean?
Uh, Baker, those are the people that are on the street with their hands out.
Oh,
And
okay.
so so what do you think, Ken? Does it upset or annoy you when a beggar asks you for money?
It's up to the situation.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it depends whether it,
Hmm.
okay. Alejandro, how about you?
Uh, yes, always asking for money. Uh, uh, Twice or three, four times a day,
Oh,
depending.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and two times, twice is okay, but the third uh, is mm, very upset.
Yeah. Is it the same people?
No, no,
Okay.
different people.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. And Odie, how about you?
Yeah, in Indonesia, uh, if you give if someone's come to you, I mean, if a beggar come to you and asking for your money, and
Uh-huh.
we give them, sometimes
Uh-huh.
they will talk to another beggar fellow that I give him, and then another beggar fellow will come over me, and then ask again for the money, and it
Wow.
will be continued if we don't stop give them. Then it is
Uh-huh.
very annoying.
Yeah.
Uh,
For me, I get annoyed in countries who take care of their poor, like Finland, Sweden, the UK. But in countries like Korea or the US where the poor isn't taken care of, then it doesn't bother me. But you guys, I need to go to the next class. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you learned something new, and we'll see you again in another class. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you very much.
Bye.